Oh my God. Did I tell you guys I hate making these videos? They're so long. It takes forever to make them, and I redo them and stuff like that. So really, I just promised myself I was going to get week 5 done today, plus some of these little bonus videos that I'm working into the program. So I did all those. I've been wearing the same clothes for everyone. So there it is. You just know I'm getting through this. When I get done with this one, I'm taking my dog for a walk. I can't wait. I can't wait. Okay. So here's the last video for the second video for week number 5. And this video is the second step to being happy at work. Number 1 is you want to assume control for all of your own feelings and emotions and behaviors. You want that control to sit right with you. Do not attribute it to anybody else. So we talked about that. The second thing that you want to make sure that you're doing is that you are looking for what's positive. Our brains are designed to look for what's negative. Your brain is very, very good at finding threats in your environment. Your brain is not so good at finding positive things. It kind of glosses them over. And in fact, you have to acknowledge them about 7 times before your brain will really start to buy into it. So a lot of times, getting happy at work looks like this. It's possible to be happy at work. It's possible to be happy at work, right? Until we kind of buy into that. It's possible I could be happy. I can find one thing that makes me happy today, right? These small steps are the groundwork for, I'm the kind of person who can be happy doing anything. When you have that feeling and you believe that with all your heart, there's tons of power in that and tons of growth in there. Reason is, if you believe you're a person who can be happy doing anything and you're not happy, it sends you out looking for how to get happy. And it implies that it's in your control. So you want to move from it's possible to be happy, right, until you believe that it's possible. And then you want to move up the ladder to, I can figure out how to be happy. I'm the kind of person who's happy doing anything. Until finally just making that jump where you're willing to say, I love my job. I love my job. I love my job because I figured out how to be happy here. I figured out how to love my job. Okay, so how do you do that? Number 1, you notice. So the homework this week is amazing and can be life-changing. And so really, I highly encourage you to do it. You write a positive download about your work every day. A bunch of whatever thoughts that you can have about your job that are positive. Keep going, fill up the space. You get yourself one sentence that you want to believe about yourself at work. It can be, I'm the kind of person who can be happy doing anything. It could be, I always show up and do my very best. Or, I'm the kind of person that the company's lucky to have. It's lucky that my company has me. Whatever the thought is, it should be just on the edge of unbelievable, because what we're learning to do is believe things we don't currently believe. That's what this work is about. You currently think you're unhappy at work. You currently are unhappy at work. It's time to take that control and teach yourself how to believe something new. It is such an amazing meta skill. So don't think you can stop with this. Like, you can truly turn this to anything that you want to. You can reuse this skill. Because what we are learning to do is believe something new. You write a positive download about that new thing. You find a sentence that you want to believe in. It should be a little challenging. So it could be whatever it is. It's just, no matter what happens at work, I'm bringing my A game. Whatever that is that gets you to the feelings and the actions and results that you want. So take some time figuring out your sentence. But that sentence is going to be the same every day, because you're going to learn something wild about using that same sentence. So if your sentence is, I'm the kind of person who can be happy doing anything, you put that sentence down. Then you look at, today when I say that sentence, how do I feel right now as I'm sitting here doing this worksheet? And you write down how you feel. It's a one-word emotion. It's not a sentence about a sentence. It's, what is that one-word emotion that you feel? And then you ask yourself, why? Why do I feel that way? And you write down all the thoughts you have about that sentence. It's not true. It's too hard. There's too many dysfunctional things, whatever it is. Or you might be thinking, I love feeling like this. This is a great decision, and or whatever it is. So you want to write your thoughts about your sentence. These are the thoughts that are giving you the feeling. And then you're going to respond to those thoughts with some massive action, some kind of massive action that you can take to offset them if they're negative, or positive to respond to them. Again, passive action is reading, learning, researching, right? We can kind of like buffer on that and not take true action to create results. You want to make sure that you're talking about massive action, action that has some mass to it, something that actually changes something. There's my girl, she's got her halter on. We are, oh God, I love my dog. I just love my dog. Okay, that right there is a halter. She's getting her heart monitored. That's why we have to go for our walk ASAP. All right, so in your homework, you write down some actions that you can physically take to respond to, right, these thoughts. Hey, baby, either negative ones or positive ones. How can you respond to the thoughts that you're having? And then what are actions that you can take in response to those? And then you want to write down one thing that you did at work yesterday or today. Depends on what time of day you do it. In the morning, it's yesterday. One thing that happened that you enjoyed. One thing that made you feel happy. And then write one thing where you lost track of time. And if you really look and you did not get engaged or absorbed into your work at all day, then write down one accomplishment. It'll be very hard the first day. It will get easier towards the seventh day. That's because you're not used to looking for this evidence. What you're doing is you're teaching your brain to go look for the evidence of where you're strong and where you're happy. Find the evidence. Now, here's what you're going to notice, which is so cool, which is with the same sentence that you're trying to believe, I can be happy doing anything. Some days you're going to believe that, and some days you won't. I want you to ask yourself, what does that mean about belief? It's malleable. What? It is malleable. If it's malleable, then you can kind of take charge of it and you can shape it yourself. So just notice the fact that some days you believe it, some days you don't, some days it seems easy, some days it seems hard. Also, look at the things that made you happy and then start to go up a level and look at it from a higher level. What is the unifying theme behind the things that make me happy? Is it always people? Does engaging with people? Does being productive? What causes you to feel happiness? You want to bring it up a level and look at that higher level. The same thing for the things that you accomplish or that you're absorbed in. What is the commonality across all those things? What? Oh, hi, baby, is my other girl. Yes. So what is the commonality amongst all those things? When you identify the commonality amongst the things that you accomplish or absorbed in, you can identify your key areas of strength. When you identify the commonality of what makes you happy, you can really identify what it is that you're passionate about. And when you know those things, you can start to come in to your job and craft it to suit yourself. True that. All right, guys, have a great week. Please enjoy this homework. This is the funnest homework ever. All right, bye.